Hey everyone, this is my Patreon pod reaction to the first episode of the second season of Honey and Clover. And last time we finished off the first season, so now we're in a brand new season. And I don't know exactly what we're gonna get in this new season, but that's kind of why we're here, right? To discover new things, such as what characters are going to do, what changes their life's gonna have, what direction their life will go down, what decisions they'll make, life-changing big decisions that people have just kind of expecting them to make and maybe trying to push them in certain directions, and they're like, maybe I don't want to do that, maybe I want to do the other thing, and then, you know, it's just figuring out life, right? That's just basically what this show's all about. I think just figuring out life. So let's see what people figure out today. 3, 2, 1, play. And Clover's a great way to start new season, I would say. Yeah. I remember this. Freaking Morita. You have a very interesting searching strategy. So many clovers, but none of them have 4 leaves. So they're all useless. Youth. Adolescence. Say it. Oh, there's a 4-leaf clover. I spotted it. Oh yeah, new opening. We got a new opening. That makes sense, because it's a new season. This one's not going to traumatize me, is it? We just have like a stack of animals. Like a lion on a unicorn with a poodle on it. Like, what the heck? And it's made out of money, so we know who made it. Never a normal opening with this show, is there? Like, who thinks of these things? There's a bee, I guess that's where the honey comes from. And there's a clover! Is it gonna put honey on the clover? Okay, we just reformed it out of plants. Well, that's kind of pretty. I'm still expecting it to come to life and attack me at any minute now. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for it. You're not gonna scare me this time. Okay, that kind of made me jump, I'll admit. Just slightly. Oh. Oh, that was syrup the whole time. You're sure. The heck? What goes on in the heads of the people that make these openings? How do you come up with that? Like, I would not have predicted that ending to the opening. I just, you know what, I'm just gonna let it go now. Let's just watch the episode. Don't poke your eye. He's just so tall, he has to duck through the door. Oh. Scare the crap out of me, Morita. I don't care, give me the chicken. That's a line to take out of context. Oof. I guess you could call that fun, yeah, sure. And this is the chicken, and... Okay, that's who I thought he was referring to. And made no progress for quite a while. Yeah. You can't make any assumptions when it comes to Morita. Yeah, I remember that too. Of course, now we have a lot more context for this scene. We know much more about what was going on. At least a couple more. So we're just gonna be doing a lot of recapping here. I'm gonna have to do some recapping in case somebody just comes in without watching the first season. You know, like if you're just flipping channels and this is on and you just happen to watch it. So many feelings. Yeah, good thing she didn't, but that's still a nasty scar. Good times, huh? Getting to carry drunk Yamada. What more could you ask for in life? Yeah, I wish you wouldn't, though. Yeah, there was that interesting triangle dynamic. At least you can admit that. No, that's not drool. Those are what we call tears. I mean, this is all stuff we've seen before. There's really not much to comment on it. He knows, but he loves Rika. Hey, Hagu. Yo. Definitely something to worry about. Hey, pudding, that looks delicious. But yeah, I remember this outing too. This is the one that just went horribly. You know? Hagu was not happy with this outing. What were some of her complaints? Like him walking too fast or something? Like there were just a lot of complaints she had about it. It was not fun, it sucked. Never hanging out with Morita again. Eh. Even though I've seen this scene before, it still makes me sad. I don't want to see Hagu cry. I don't want to see Yamada cry either, and she did that too. Yeah, he has no problem hearing that. Hey, kitty cat. Oh, that is a cute kitty cat. The cat senses a presence. Yeah, there was this scene too, wasn't there? Yeah, cats, run for your life. You don't want to be next. Well, no, because you've been rubbing her face. That looked quite painful. uh, that sure showed her. All good, dead. Yeah, Hamorita kind of left after that, didn't he? Went off, got his hair dyed and stuff. It was horrible. He can't hear you. He is, yeah, command center room. Bum 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 bum. And you went on for a bike ride. Well, it was a while after that, honestly, but he did it eventually. As it does. A friend of mine. I bet. Yeah, he does not exactly want to do that. Yeah, I remember he was trying so hard to prevent them from meeting, but of course it was never going to be prevented. Yeah, then we had the whole thing with her running off with him, which nobody was happy about that. Freaking Yamada, just all the teddy bears. Exactly. Because he can't let go of Yamada. It just sounds so horrible when you put it that way. Yeah, those are kind of fighting words. That's what he says. Yeah, then we have this scene. I really did expect somebody to get hit by a car in this scene, but nobody did. Yeah, this wasn't a great moment for Yamada. Really is a nice Ferris wheel. uh. It does look pretty hot, so probably not gonna cool that anytime soon. It is interesting seeing some of these scenes with, you know, just more context, more knowledge about various things. Yeah, Hagu's struggle. At least Takuma ended up confessing his feelings before the season ended. I think that was one of the last moments of last episode too. The days tend to do that. So we're already at his journey. Yeah, the northernmost point in Japan. He had made it in one piece. I knew he would. I had faith in Takamoto. How you holding up, Hagu? Oh, this was the handling one, right? Handling scene. Man, I swear his hand's as big as her head. And yeah, there we go. The hand holding. Which Chu was a big fan of. A great reason, of course. And then that's it. Nothing at all. Came back for Hagu. A valid reason for sure. The best reason, really. And here it is. And there you go. Only took him like the entire first season to say. Yeah, I think that's a lot. I think that's an I love you too. Yeah. So, are we gonna get any new content in this first episode, or I guess not? Well, this might be new. I actually don't remember. He does have his license. Good for him. And what is that ancient-looking computer too? Yeah, there's one thing that riding your bike all across Japan teaches you. It's you want to just not do it again. You want a car. Definitely the best takeaway from that, yeah. Just the value of having a car. Unable to say what you want. Who is that referring to? I wonder. Well, that was the first episode of the second season of Honey and Clover. And yes, that was indeed just a straight up recap episode, so really not much to say about it at all. I mean, I have terrible memories, so I do somewhat appreciate having a recap episode. Right, but really not much to comment on at all. But just, yeah, it was kind of nice getting to see stuff with, you know, the old stuff with all the new knowledge that I have, you know. Because when you see characters early on, you don't have too much of an understanding of them as people, but you get that later on, and then if you watch the early bits again, you're like, wow, yeah, okay, I kind of get this a bit more now. You know, there was some of that going on for sure, but yeah, not really too much, not really too much to say here, you know. But as far as recapping goes, I thought I did a solid job of recapping stuff, you know. So, I guess next episode is where the next season really begins. I'm sure people were really happy that the first episode was a recap episode. I can just imagine the discussion threads on that. I can just imagine. But yeah, our characters have been through a lot. And like I said during the beginning segment, yeah, the show really is just about, you know, life, you know? Like, your life, it starts out a certain way, then you have decisions to make, and decisions you make affect your life, affect other people's lives, you know? Affect how much of your life with someone else is together or it's separate, you know? Like, it's a lot of that, you know, figuring yourself out, learning what you want to do, deciding what's important to you. how important something is to you. You know, just all that kind of stuff, really. I think that's really just the real meat of the show. Figuring yourself out. But yeah, really not too much to say. Just... it's Honey and Clover. Yeah, really not too much more to say. I don't know. I don't know what I'm really waiting for at this point. I was just kind of hoping it was going to be like a semi-recap episode, you know, like 20% recap, 80% real episode, but that was not the case. That was not the case at all, so I'm a little bit salty about that, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Even though it made me see sad moments of our characters again, it's fine. It's fine. So. Yeah, I guess the opening. I guess I could talk about the opening. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the opening. We got a new opening. It was definitely interesting. Like at first we see something that's clearly all wrapped up, and then we have it being like unspiraled. And what do we get? We get a unicorn with a lion on top of it, with a poodle on top of it, with a chicken, a bird of some sort on top of it, right? And this thing is just kind of like being spun around, or maybe it's in place and the camera's spinning. One of the two. And it gets like made of different things as over the course of the opening. Eventually we get this outdoor shot and it becomes made of plants and stuff, and blossoming flowers and gold, and eventually it just melts into syrup on top of a pancake. Who thinks of this kind of stuff? Like I don't know. Like, yeah, the best thing about the episode was probably just getting to see the new opening, and it didn't scare me, so that's good. That's good, but it was still very, very unique to this show. Like, this is the kind of opening that the show does, right? So, the first opening was food related too, so I guess on that basis I should have kind of seen it coming, right? That it would connect to food somehow. But yeah, that's the episode. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.